issue of vying, I mean, the time to declare those things will come. But I think right now I have a job which I'm very committed to delivering. And we normally say that you are judged for your next appointment by how you perform what you have. So my dream is to do what I can within my space together with my team. Very much. I think it's good to say that we are here on a Boresha Biashara conversation because business people have many issues they would want to discuss with the government, both at county and national level. And particularly in our ministry, we have different agencies that are charged with the responsibility of ensuring that the business environment is improved, and whenever there are challenges, we can be able to work around it. So today we came with our different agencies from KEBS to KDC, to anti-counterfeit, all of them, so that we can be able to give the public an opportunity to understand what we are doing, and also more importantly, what they can also benefit from the many government initiatives that we have. For example, through KDC, we are supporting businesses that want to expand in specific areas like tourism, value addition, the livestock value chain, at loans of about 10%. We also have a credit line with the India Exim Bank. We're giving it about 10%, and this can help manufacturers who want to upscale their production, to import machinery, and I think this is really the conversation we want. Then lastly also, we are also urging Kenyans to understand the many good macroeconomic milestones that the country has been able to achieve, from a stable currency to availability even of the currency, because not too long ago, even if you wanted the dollars, you could not get them. Now we have more than we actually require at any one time for purposes of business. Some of the challenges we've had in the past, including many licenses, a license regime by every county. We've been able to enact the uniform licensing bill, which now has been passed. So we are at the implementation phase. So a lot of the issues that have been cited have already been addressed, and those that are still in the process, we are working on it. Then lastly is also to confirm that last week the President had a round table in Nairobi where we met all sectors across the country, and many issues and directives were given. So this initiative is an extension of that, but now at a county level. So we shall be going to Kirinyaga, to Mombasa, to Kisumu, and all the others to listen to the business community, address their issues, and also highlight the opportunities, the business opportunities that are there. Here in Nakuru, we have the Rironi Mau Summit dueling. This particular government project is going to completely transform all the towns between Mau Summit all the way up to Rironi. So from Kimende to Naivasha to Gilgil to Nakuru, Molo, Salga, all those, there's going to be a massive transformation. But it is important that we align the business people so that in their business planning for the next 2-3 years, they also are able to tap into these opportunities. The real return on investment on any government project is the private citizens being able to take advantage of that particular project, increase the output, employ more people, and together we can be able to have a conversation that is looking to address some of the challenges that we have been having. So those are the broad issues we are trying to look at, and also to listen to the public. And the county was there to address issues to do with the county, security, and all the other. Okay, so I think the issue of what the government is doing to try and create a stable tax policy, because, you know, if you're coming to invest in a country that changes its tax every 12 months, and the investment is for 20 years or 10 years, then you are in for a very uncertain tomorrow. So I think we're working on a tax policy, and I think it's for that reason that you've heard the President say that there must be better working engagement between Parliament and the executive, so that also we don't introduce changes that negate the very purpose for which taxation is supposed to have. That is in support manufacturing, increase wealth, increase employment, and so on. But in the past, we've had a bit of a disjointed situation where government makes these proposals, but what finally comes is completely different. And I must say that has been a major handicap. And we are seeking that there'll be a dialogue around how can we improve this, how can we avoid that in future, so that when you talk to investors, we can tell them for the next 5 years, this is what to expect. And I think these are issues that are very important in creating a stable business environment. For the corridor, for the Rironi-Mau Summit, it is not under our ministry, but the truth is we already have a sufficient corridor, about 60 meters. So we don't expect any, in our view, we have a sufficient corridor to build that. But where it is not there, I think there will be conversations, and I think the government is very much alive to that. But there is enough space. If you drive from here to Rironi, you will realize the space left is very huge. Maybe the issue would be within the urban centers like Nakuru, and I think that's where the conversation of a bypass would be a good discussion. So I think those are good discussions, and you want to encourage the county and Kenha and everybody involved in it, instead of us talking about it when it has already started, this is the time to engage in those conversations. On the BBC report on child prostitution, I think it's a very serious matter. And I think the authorities must address it, social services must address it. But I think it's also good to say that, there's also a sense in which some of our countries are, they only get publicity when it's a bad thing. There are 1,000 great things happening around here. And I'm not trying to underrate prostitution, but it is all over the world, including even in that place where they come from. So I think also we should not allow ourselves to be distracted. It's a small issue to the extent that it is localized, and even at the county level, it can be addressed. However, it does not mean Mahiu is one big, no, that it's small, localized, and I think I want to urge the county, together with the social services, to address it. So, okay, as to the issue of vying, I mean, the time to declare those things will come. But I think right now I have a job which I'm very committed to delivering. And we normally say that you are judged for your next appointment by how you perform what you have. So my dream is to do what I can within my space together with my team. Do I remember the third one? Oh, airport. I think we'll work together with the Ministry of Transport and the CS in charge of that area. And I'm aware of the huge importance that the airport plays. So I think we'll work together with the leadership to unlock that. I have a personal interest in the airport myself, so we're going to work on it. I mean, as a country, no, we are past that by far. I mean, the country is doing very well from FDI. So I think all we need to do, both in the tech world, in the EV, as you have heard here today, there's a lot of interest. All you want is that as this interest comes, Kenyans are part of that conversation. The people of Nakuru are part of that conversation. And that's why we need to align between the FDI conversation and the Wanjikos here on the ground. Because really, Kenya will be developed by Kenyans. And I think that's really the message you want to have. Thank you.
Maritwa makwa ni Ann Kangethe. Ndutaga wira wa mukawa. Mikawa Golden Palace and Gold Suite Hotel in Kano Street. Nitwarereria maundu maria ta industry ya mikawa tukoretwo na mathina namo. Wa mbere ni twa request turekerio airport ito. Wa keri ni twa request the Afraha Stadium iturekerio. That is our request to our governor. Na ni twahoya about ohoro wa market the hospitality industry Nakuru at large. Twauga ni tukwenda kumi market ginya thi cia nja. Ritukoretwo na challenges cia per diem. Per diem ni kuga mundu wa thirikari agioka Nakuru city no ri orathie Machakos mararihwo per diem imwe. Koguo ni turahoya ko andu aria me city ni mekuongererwo per diem hanini niguo makahotaga taru ithuĩ tutirakinyirwo ni biashara ni tondu andu aingi matirona haja ya guthie kuma Nairobi guka Nakuru kuma Nairobi guthie Machakos na per diem ni imwe. Koguo marona ni wega guthie Machakos tondu Nakuru ni ukuhuthira maguta maingi, distance ni nene na kiria urarihwo ni kimwe. Koguo ithuĩ ta andu a mikawa twi affected muno ni tondu wa per diem iyo yekirirwo ni thirikari. Koguo macio nimo mahoya maitu, airport itwirike, stadium irike na per diem no turathie na mbere kumitindika.
Njitagwo Simon Ngige na ndutaga wira na kambuni ya ukui no kinyaniria ya Molo Line Services. Kwadandurwo kwa bara ino ya Rironi Mau Summit niguo gukorwo gugiteithia muno tondu niguo kugiririria jamu ire andu mararaga bara na niguo gukuhihia kinya thabari muno.
Maina Mutero na gorwo representative wa hotel na entertainment industry. Na riu mucemanio muthima mwega tondu minister wa CS wito ni atutaririo uria marageria gwika nigetha industry itu twike ni rarorwo wega na ni guthie na mbere wega na ni mara understand problem iria twina cio. Wa mbere twina thina wa nyamu igwitwo music copyright. Hotel industry turaruta wira munene muno na ona ko turahuthira rwimbo kana nyimbo iria ciinitwo cia copyright ni tukwenda tuhuthirio murigo ucio nigetha tukiaria uhoro wa copyright tumenye ni andu ariku turariha na mbeca icio ira turiheri ikinyire andu aria magirirwo acio ni aini na aria mekiritwo content creators makoma kinyita maundu macio. Haria hangi na ingenda kwaria uhoro waho ni uhoro wigie uhoro wa njohi. Njohi ni industry nene muno na ni ruta wira munene muno from the farmers point of view to the marketing line, entertainment, all that. Na riu haha hari kindu turenda kuria thirikari uhoro wa njohi citari njega iroka nyingi igathondekwo na andu aria marathondeka ni aitu amwe na ni manene moikaine magerie kugiriria uthii guthondeka njohi iyo tondu kaingi ukaga andu aria marorio ni aria marendia no kuri athondekerwo ndirigwo mundu anyititwo na agatuika ni agiririo biu na tiga wega uriko ni tukwenda magiririe production yayo tondu rathi guthukia ri turenda marendia biashara njega makaruta wira mwega magoka gwitu kwendia itari njega. Koguo maundu macio tukwenda marorwo na nigetha mathithie na mbere na nigetha industry ino ikorwo ikirutira wira mwega.